Hi everyone, welcome back to Java 1 for All. And in this video, we are going to talk about the initialization order when we have the subclasses and superclasses working together. So for that, let's come back to our domain and let's start in the employee. So first thing, I'm gonna add here south inside the constructor, inside the, inside employee constructor. Then I'm gonna add a static block, initialization block here, south side static init block, employee static init block, and then I'm gonna add two regular initialization block. I will copy this one, Control C, Control V, Control Alt L to format our code. Inside employee init block 1, inside employee init block 2. Cool. Now I'm going to the manager, that is a subclass of employee, and I will do the same. So in this case, manager here, I cannot add in before super. I'm gonna copy this one from here. So I will add a manager inside manager constructor, and then I will copy both, actually all three of these blocks, and I will add it here at the beginning. So inside manager, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. So basically, I'm just trying to check the order that things are initialized. And I'm going back here to my inheritance. Actually, I will create a new test class. Inheritance test 02 PSVM. Now let's just create a new manager. I just want to do from the subclass because we already know how it works. For the superclass in the static modifier package, we saw how it works. And now just give any name like Joriah. And let's execute Shift F10. Okay, so actually Control Shift F10 because Shift F10 executed the previous class. Control Shift F10. Okay, so we can see here that basically it goes from the bottom up, and then it does everything that it needs into the superclass, and then it starts going down. So remember, static blocks, they are the first thing that are initialized. So as we can see here, the superclass static block is the one being initialized first, of course, because if you say that a manager is an employee, of course, you need an employee there before you start working with your manager. So what's happening is first, the JVM is going to load the employee class, and then the static block will be then executed. And after that, it goes back to the manager and it loads manager. And as we can see here, we have the manager static init block that's executed only once. Even though if we create more than one, then we would not see these blocks again. And after that, it goes up again and it starts working in the employee. So basically we have employee init block 1 and then employee init block 2. So basically the initialization blocks that are not static from the superclass will be executed in the order that they are in the code. And then we have the employee constructor. Only after the employee constructor is executed that we have the manager blocks being executed. So it then goes down and we have manager init block following the same rule in the order that they appear, and then the manager constructor. So as you can see, we have a pretty big order. I have here the full order. So based on this from the anime class, we now have all of this. I'm gonna add them here. So basically, this is what's happening. The only difference here is that the memory allocation are different. So we have the static for both, first the superclass and then the subclass being executed, and then the memory being allocated for the superclass, and then each class attribute from the superclass is initialized, and then initialization block from the superclass is executed. They are executed in the order that they appear. Then the constructor from the superclass, and then the memory allocation for the subclass. Each class attribute from the subclass is initialized, and then init block from the subclass is executed in the order they appear, and only then this constructor is actually executed. So this is the full order. Honestly, in real life, you don't have to worry that much about it, only if you want to do fancy stuff. This is more like for interview questions or if you are doing some exams. But in general, I think what's important for you to know is about the static blocks, init blocks, and kind of the order that they are going to be executed when you have inheritance. So I think that's enough for this class. Let's finish for now and continue in the next one. So I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye.